If you're going to Japan and planning to pick up some J Beauty products, here are some of my top favorites and always in my rotation J Beauty favorites. So this is all makeup, by the way. First up, I have Stuart. Stuart, I feel, is a brand that not many people actually talk about much here. And I think that their lip products in particular are actually one of my favorites. Currently, I'm actually wearing this one over here. So this is actually a custom case. And then you can pick the lip color itself. So it's this color over here. Mine is in number 24. I do not know the name, but this color over here is like a dusty, purpley, rosy kind of color. Very, very pretty, especially if you are an olive tone. One of my favorites. And then I have this one as well. I'm also not really sure what's the name of this particular lip formula, but it's in number 18, Catalia Temptation. So very pretty. Dusty pink with shimmer in it. It's more of like a creamy satin finish. So this one and this one. The eyeshadow is from Stuart. Even when compared to drugstore, I feel like their formula over here, it is super duper sheer. You see this hot pink and you'll be like pretty intimidated by it, but honestly, on my finger, it really doesn't look like much. And then you just swatch it out, it barely shows up. So it really depends on your personal taste. If you like a very pigmented eyeshadow, I don't recommend their eyeshadows. But if you are someone or you know someone who loves a more subtle eye look, then I would recommend checking out Stuart. And also the packaging is super stinking pretty. Actually, in my list, I have a bunch of lip products, but I will save the best for last. So moving on, we do have the Majolica Majorca Lash Expander. This is the Dolly Kohl version, and I think this color is in the navy color, which is limited edition, unfortunately, but I don't think the navy color is very, very obvious. I just wanted to try something that was a little bit more unique and fun. So the brush is actually pretty unique. The gaps are larger and the tooth is bigger, and then this side the brush is more compact. Between the two sides, I actually do prefer the more condensed side a little bit more, just because it's able to catch my very short straight Asian lashes much better. The formula of this is very unique because this is like super wet, and I thought that it would dry down wet and heavy and weigh down my lashes, but I was pleasantly surprised because it actually stays lightweight. It doesn't weigh down my lashes, so it's very confusing, but in the best way possible. And this is removable by warm water, so even through sweat and oil and sometimes like tears here and there, this thing does not come off until like I go into the shower and take a warm bath, and everything just like comes right off. So I'm very, very pleased with this formula from Majolica Majorca. I think I do have backup somewhere. I did remember picking up this from Majolica Majorca. Whether it's the Dolly Kohl version, I can't remember. But yeah, this one, I had it with me for I think like almost like more than 6 months. But it's still going on really, really strong. And I am not throwing it out until like, I don't know, it completely gives up on me, then maybe I will. But so far, I really love this a lot. I do have a couple of cheap products to talk about. So first up, we have from Zane, this particular blush in number 3. I don't know what's the name because it's all in Japanese, but this one in number 3, it's like this milky pinky color. Absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite pink blushes. I bring this with me to travel as well. I have some on my cheeks right now, which I'm not sure if it's obvious because like I'm under very strong and intense lighting. But if you love an everyday natural blush that doesn't look too, you know, like clown-like or too pigmented, then this will probably be a very good pick. They do come in like 5 different colors. However, I don't recommend getting all 5. I did get all 5 for my makeup kit. But even so, I do feel like I could have gotten like the in-betweens like 1, 3, 5 and I'd be good. So yeah, I don't know. It's a happy purchase for mine. I have no regrets picking this up. You can see I have a pretty significant indent in this. One of the best drugstore blushes I've ever tried. Also from Zane is the most blinding drugstore highlighter I've ever tried. This is in number 1 and this leans a little bit more warm tone. So this, I think, is under less than 1,000 yen. I think it's like 700, 800 yen, so it's like $7, $8. The shine of this, it is insane and it feels so luxe. It beats a lot of high-end Western brands highlighter and like, oh my god, it looks so wet looking. So stinking pretty. I absolutely love it. I actually do have the rosy pink one on my wish list right now, and I obviously want to get it. It's very affordable, very accessible, but I am trying to hold myself back and not keep on, buying unnecessarily because I do have other rose pink highlighters. So I will savor and use this up really, really well. I do have this in my inner corner right now. My cheeks, not so much. No highlighting product for today, but even so, when swatched out, this is so stinking good. I have another highlighter over here. This is from the brand Shippy Shippy. Very, very underrated brand. Not a lot of people talk about it, but this is one of those brands that is a little bit hard to get if you are international. So I got this when I was in Japan. This is like Fenty Beauty's Diamond Bomb, but more affordable and better. So this one is in the shade number 1. I think they have come out with like different shades at this point. But this highlighter, it is so stinking pretty. And this is definitely leaning a little bit more glittery as compared to maybe the Suicide one over here. But if you love a good glittery highlighter, something that is very similar to Fenty Beauty, Diamond Bomb, then I think you absolutely love this. And I think they do come in different undertones for this. They have this whitish base silver flecks one, which is what I have. I remember seeing a more warm tone version of this. So I think for all the glittery highlighter lovers, you love a good show-stopping highlighter, then you should definitely check out Shippy Shippy. Since we are on the brand Shippy Shippy, let's talk about Shippy Shippy lip products. This is their Dewy Film Tint over here, and this was actually one of my top favorite lip tints for the year itself. I have mine in number 13 over here. I told myself not to swatch anything, but I can't help it. This is one of the most evenly pigmented lip tints that actually stain your lips so well, and I am absolutely speechless. It does not dry your lips out, and it feels like this nice coated lip tint on your lips that doesn't feel suffocating, doesn't feel sticky, and I just can't get enough of it. I highly recommend this particular lip tint to anyone who wants to try out J Beauty lip products. This is like top out there for a lippy lover like mine. This is one of my favorites, and you can see the shine on this is crazy. And if, for example, if you were to like not eat and drink for maybe 1 hour-ish, the shine still stays. I don't know how they do it. The film is just not moving at all. Obviously, if you were to eat anything like oily, eat food or anything, it's definitely gonna break down. But the stain itself, it does stain like 20-30%, which is pretty good in my books, because for a lot of these type of like dewy lip tints that tries to stain, they don't really stain too well, even though my lips are not the most pigmented of all. I have very pale grey lips. So yeah, Shippy Shippy lip tints are one of my favorite, and yeah, I can't get enough of it. This next one over here was an unexpected love. I bought it and then it just took some time for it to really like grow on me, and usually I don't really like lip glosses, but this was nice. This is from All My Things. This is the True Beauty Kiss Lip Plumper in 11 Miracle. So as you can see, this is a darkened, blackened lip gloss with a bit of gold sheen to it. And like the name suggests, it's a lip plumper. So on the scale of 1 to 10 of how plumping it is and the stinging sensation, I will say the stinging on this stings. Like, they are not playing around with it. It's not painful, but it feels like I rubbed chili all over my lips and then like I just left it there. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it probably like a 6.57. It is pretty stinging, alright? So I'm currently wearing this together with the Stuart lipstick. So this is how it looks like. So basically, if you want to give your lip that kind of like darkened, moody kind of vibe, you could throw this on, and it just helps to tone down the lipstick in a very sophisticated way. And I think this is one of the lip glosses that I did not expect myself to love, because if you guys been around here long enough, I don't really care for lip glosses because most of the times they really don't do much for my lips, and most of the times they're sticky. This doesn't feel sticky at all. So I really like it. It gives that nice sheen. Obviously my hair does get stuck in it if the wind blows and whatever, but I think for the vibe that it gives, I can rock it. I can work around with it, and I can bear with the stinging pain for me personally. So yeah, I would highly recommend checking this out. Not sure if this in particular is still available, but if you do get the chance, then yeah, check this one out. And next we have the Kate Tokyo Lip Monsters, the regular OG formula as well as the super glossy version. Now, I am a huge fan of the original and I have multiple in my collection, but right now I have number 7 and number 12 here. So 12 is actually one of my recent go-tos. It's this kind of like plummy purple kind of color, and as you can see, I have used it up quite a bit. Number 7 is more of a reddish pink kind of color, more of a red actually. And it's actually one of the, I think it's the first lip monster that I got from Japan. The thing about the lip monsters is that they stay on your lips and adhere to your lips very, very nicely. I've always described this as a lip tint in a lipstick formula, and it's like the best of both worlds as well, because like this actually does stain pretty well. If you're gonna ask me like between Shippy Shippy and the Kate lip monsters, I feel like the Kate lip monsters are a little bit more accessible, and also in terms of the ease of application, you can just like put it all over your lips and just like throw it out the door, you know, that kind of thing. It's very fuss free, so that's the thing I love about it. And the shine is really, really nice. The shine isn't as high as compared to maybe like Shippy Shippy, but I do think it gives a substantial amount of shine that it counts as maybe like a subtle, shiny, glossy lip tint. That is that kind of range, alright? So the colors as well are very, very flattering for Asian skin tones. One of my favorite formulas, and that's the reason why I keep repurchasing and I keep buying different colors, because I'm a huge fan of it. For the super glossy formula from Kate Tokyo, it is probably their amped up version of the original lip monsters. In terms of the color payoff, it is a little bit higher. The shine, as the name suggests, super glossy. It's way much more glossy as compared to the lip monsters. I will say that the downside to this is actually the twist up mechanism over here. As you can see, mine is kind of like chafed off at the top, because what happened is that I actually threw this into my makeup pouch, and I think for some reason it just kind of, you know, shifted and this kept twisting, and then now I have this chafed off part at the top, and you can't twist this like back down, so that's the downside, and I just have to use my finger to try and, you know, use up the product over here. So yeah, this is actually a really nice lip product, but I just don't know how I feel about this twist up mechanism, and I don't really want to like keep twisting it up, because I feel like I'm going to twist up a lot and I'm going to regret my actions very, very soon. So those are my J Beauty favorites. Let me know what are your favorites if I didn't mention them today. I love to chit chat with you guys and also find out more about J Beauty, because so far all the formulas that I've tried from J Beauty are just chef kiss. I love it so much. And if you want to know what is the best K-beauty eyeshadow palette out there, the best formula, then I will highly recommend you to check out this video over here.